Breaking news. On December 24th, there are things you expect to write and others you really don't. Saying that Jacob Fowler has already played 5 NHL games definitely falls into the second category. That wasn't the plan at all when the season started. But plans have a way of changing in Montreal, especially when a young goalie keeps forcing everyone to pay attention. Since his recall, Fowler has done exactly that. He hasn't been perfect, and nobody is pretending otherwise. But the trend is clear. The good moments are starting to outweigh the bad, and over the last 2 games in particular, he's looked more and more like someone who belongs. A shutout against Pittsburgh was already impressive. Following that up with a strong performance in Boston made it impossible to ignore. The start of that Bruins game wasn't ideal. 2 goals went in at the worst possible times, one right after Montreal scored, and another just before the end of the first period. Those are the kinds of moments that can sink a young goalie. Instead, Fowler settled in, made the saves he had to make, and gave his team a chance to breathe. From there on out, he shut the door, and that's exactly what Montreal needed to come away with the win. Now the Canadiens are faced with a situation they didn't expect to be dealing with this early. Fowler doesn't look like a goalie who deserves to be sent down right now, which means management has some uncomfortable decisions ahead. Do they move another goalie? Do they carry 3? Do they wait for circumstances to force their hand? Fowler's play has complicated everything, and that's usually a good problem to have. But the goaltending situation wasn't the only thing people were talking about after that win in Boston. Seeing Phillip Danault play a game with the Canadiens again felt strange, especially considering how much time has passed since the Cup final run. He wasn't spectacular, but he was solid, particularly in defensive situations, helping steady the team during key moments. Nick Suzuki also had one of those games fans have come to recognize. It wasn't his cleanest performance, and even he would probably admit that, but he still found a way to put up a goal and an assist. The production keeps coming, even on nights where the overall game feels uneven. There was also discussion around the power play usage. Ivan Demidov didn't start on the first unit, but when he got his chance, he made it count in a big way. His goal was all skill and confidence, the kind of play that makes you wonder how long he can stay out of the spotlight roles. On the blue line, Lane Hutson was outstanding. 3 assists, calm decisions, and total control with the puck. Performances like that continue to reinforce how important he already is to the structure of the team. Boston, for its part, looked disorganized, especially late in the game, and Montreal didn't hesitate to take advantage. The power play capitalized, discipline improved, and the Canadiens finished strong. Add in a gritty effort from players like Samuel Blais, who picked up his first goal with the team, and it all came together. It was one of those nights that subtly shifts expectations. Fowler's emergence, the young talent stepping up, and veterans contributing in quieter ways all combined to make December in Montreal feel a little more unpredictable than anyone planned. And for Canadiens fans, that sense of possibility is always welcome. Go Habs!